you guys to do a quick introduction or a brief introduction. Hi, Estra. How are you? No, that is it. Estra. No, Astra. There's an Estra as well. There's two.
Okay. Okay. I'm just confused.
Okay. Is it Estra?
Yes.
Okay, so Estra, we have an Astra as well.
Astra. Okay. Hello, Astra.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
We're now starting to do a brief introduction. I'm Dr. Priscilla. I am a native English speaker and I live in the US. Introduction.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Hey, Ezra, nice to see you again.
Yes.
And hey, Ashra, nice to meet
Hi.
you for the first time. It's
Nice to meet you.
Hussein, I'm 27 years old and I'm Algerian. I'm an nutrition and agri-food technologies engineer, and I work in a factory for food without gluten.
Oh, good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Astra, introduce yourself, please.
okay. My name is Astra. I am from Kyrgyzstan. My country is situated in Central Asia. So next to Kazakhstan and China. We are kind of between the Kazakhstan and China. And I'm an English teacher. I worked, right now I'm working at the secondary school in my city. But I was in Alabama also in 2008 as an exchange through the exchange program, and I was in Huntsville University. So it was an awesome time. I love it. It was a nice city.
Okay.
And so a second time I was in the US from 2014 or 15 till 2000, I think 17 September in New York State. So I was in Albany doing my master degree.
Awesome. Good, good, good. I'm very happy that you have had an opportunity to visit here in the US. Okay. Estra?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello again. I'm an English teacher in Turkey, in Istanbul. I have been, yes, I have been working in 15 years, and I work in a secondary school.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
Okay. Astra,
I have my PhD also.
okay. Good for you. Hi. So Dahlia is now coming on. She's not quite connected at the moment. Dahlia, how are you today?
Hi. I am great to see you again.
It's good to see you. Could you please introduce yourself, Dahlia?
Okay, so I am Daria. I live in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm a teacher for 6 years, and I like improving myself.
Okay,
That's
fantastic.
why I'm here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Dahlia and Estra, there's a storm here where I am in Alabama today. If my connection goes out, which it has, after 5 minutes, don't wait for me if I'm not connected, because it will take a while to reconnect. Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone want to ask anyone a question? Any questions for anyone?
No, I just wanted to ask Ashra, the girl that recently joined us, about the name of her country. I guess I didn't get that very well. What was the
Okay.
name of your country again, please?
My country's name is Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
But foreigners kind of cannot pronounce this sound and they pronounce like Kyrgyzstan. But it's Kyrgyzstan. Yes, Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Okay, I got you.
Or you can call it Kyrgyz Republic. Also second name, Kyrgyz Republic. And some of my foreign friends couldn't pronounce my country's name, and sometimes they called me that I'm from Kazakhstan, and I always explain them that Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan are different countries.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And I doubt that we would really know that without that explanation. So thank you so much for that. now I want to say thank you so much, those of you who did the homework. Astra would not have known about the homework, but I did, I believe, send you the video to watch. Perhaps you did, I'm not sure. So let's take a look at what we wrote, what was written, and then we will have our discussion. And sort by newest first. So Dahlia, could you read what you wrote?
All right.
Oh.
I am thankful.
Wait, let me see, where did it go? Where did it go? Show more. Okay, 1 second. I think I have to do something else to it. Make it, where did it go? Oh, here we are. Dahlia, could you read?
It's a bit below. All right, I'm starting.
Yes, please.
I'm thankful for this inspiring and heart-touching speech, Kisha. I will always keep on my mind that the only failure is if we stop trying. So I strongly learned from the video that we should always give it a try, no matter the outcome is.
Very good. Edil isn't here, but he wrote, first of all, thanks to Keisha to make this video. It's very motivating and inspirational for those who are in doubt. I think most people can build up their career or others on account of, they can't build up their career on account of self-doubt. It bars them from gaining their goal. Those who feel self-doubt can expose their talent, so we should be more confident. Estra, could you read what you wrote, please?
Yes, that's the motto of life. Keep moving forward.
Thank you. Go ahead. Did you want to say something else, Estra?
No, that's okay.
Okay, and always.
Summary of what I understand.
Okay, that's fine. Always isn't here, but he said that your videos are awesome. It helps in pronunciation, vocabulary, idioms, and use them in a sentence. It's excellent combination of these things. The topic which you discussed is amazing. It helps us to figure out our weakness and hindrance. We should recognize our strength and hidden talent or expertise and not fear the failure. Take the criticism in a positive way to cover up mistakes and weaknesses. And then I wrote, I enjoyed the comment about the lack of experience brings about self-doubt. I can readily relate to what you were saying. The more I engage with something I don't know or fully understand, the better I become able to eliminate my personal self-doubt. Hassan, could you read what you wrote, please?
Okay. I said thanks a million, Keisha, for those precious tips you gave. What I pointed out from this video are 4 revolutionary things we can do to make ourselves keep going forward. 1, to know the reason behind our self-doubt and not to unveil our fear, and to keep in mind that fear appears automatically when experiencing new things.
Okay, awesome. Now these words pointed out, unveil automatically. I really like and appreciate the way that you're incorporating what you've learned in previous lessons, Hassan, by including them in your...
Can you unveil the rest of the comments, please?
Oh, there's more? Okay, sorry. Oh, go on.
Not to live upon the goal that we have in our life, to transform the self-doubt into a power, and to stay tuned to our values.
Okay. So he is what we would consider, those of you that are teachers, the model student. He really is embracing the things that we are learning in previous classes so that he doesn't forget them. And that is what I would encourage you all to do as well. Oh, Astra, you did respond. So there you go. So good. What did you write?
So I just wrote a little bit about my wish also to attend the class also. Thank you for the inspiration video. I have just missed your class, but definitely I will try to attend your classes. Your speech inspired me not to procrastinate my learning English and improving my self-confidence, because the lady was discussing about self-doubt, and I have also this problem in me, and so kind of improving my self-confidence is kind of struggling with it, and that's why I wrote it, that her video inspired me.
Very good. Okay, well, I really appreciate that as well. And then we have Marco, who isn't here today. Marco was the one who, I don't know, he did a lot of imitations of pick up, pull down, or something like that. And at the end of my class, he was the one that was going to go to another English class. But he says, I'm not looking for starting a business. That's not for me. Marco is the one that is in between jobs. So just to help you remember who Marco is. I really appreciate your comments and value what you have written today. Now, Hasbian, did you write everyone's name down? Do you know who everyone who's here today? We've got.
Yes, I think we've got Daria, Isra, Ashra, and Owais as well.
Well, did Owais come in?
Yes, I think he's here. But his mic is muted.
Oh, there you are, Owais.
Good evening.
Hey, I just read what you wrote, but you can read it for us. Can you read what you wrote?
Actually,
Yes.
okay. Actually, I was offering my prayer. That's why I came late.
Oh, that's fine. No worries there. Can you read for us what you wrote?
Okay. Your videos are awesome. It's helped us in the pronunciation, vocabulary, idioms, and use them in the sentence. Excellent combination of these things. The topic which you discuss is amazing. It helps us to figure out our weaknesses and hinder. We should recognize our strength and hidden talent or expertise and not fear the failure. Take the criticism in positive way to cover up mistakes and weakness.
Okay, very good. Now, because of the instability of my computer, I'm not going to go to the emails to find the question that you're going to ask in class today. Hopefully you will remember the class that you are going to ask. Hospi and everyone, I believe, received them notice about what to do, and that is to write a question that you will ask in class. So can you somehow navigate that for me? Call on someone to ask their question, and then we'll get response and practice speaking. Hasbian, you'll call on someone. You will speak last.
Okay. Well, in the email you sent, Doctor, you asked us to ask a question and to write a sentence using one word that we found in you from the video. This video, I mean. So I will start with you, Daria, as usual. I want you, if you remember your question, can you please tell it to us?
And Dahlia, if you can, turn your video on. If not, that's okay. Owais, if you can, please turn your video on. If you can't, that's okay.
All right, I'll try again. Okay. Now has been, you tell me to say a word from the video and make up a sentence?
He asked you. He's asking you, but the instructions were in the email as well. You were supposed to write a sentence and ask a question in class.
Okay, I said what was the question, Daria. If you still remember it, you can ask it now, and we will try to answer it together.
All right. Well, I can ask about the video. What was the best part you like in the video?
Okay, I'll start answering, and then
Hasbian, as a moderator, we rarely hear from you. We rarely hear from you unless someone is understanding something. If you listen and watch how I do, rarely will I give the answer unless someone is maybe confused. Okay.
Then I will let you guys think about the answer.
Okay.
Daria said, what was the best part for you? The best part from the video for you?
Right.
Keep
I
going.
suppose you all watched it. What was the best part for you?
Give them a name. Who are you at? Who are you?
Always. Can you answer,
Yes.
please?
Okay. The best part of the video is the tip number second, which is started from the pain of staying the same must be the greater than your fear of failure.
Okay. Why is that? Why do you think it's the best one for you?
Because when uh, 2 months before I I was giving my exam and I was failing that exam, but the
Okay.
moral or the energy which I got from the fail is more than which I was doing preparation.
Okay. Good answer.
And
Okay.
Good
Okay.
answer. And remember when you're answering,
because
it's not such a very long answer because everyone is going to answer.
okay,
Short answers, please.
This is your opportunity to
because
practice speaking. Okay?
because
Copy.
okay. Uh,
Okay.
Actually, when I failed my exam, I was not disheartened. I got a new energy to give another try, and
Mhm.
I am sure about next time I will um, success in the exam.
Awesome.
Inshallah. Mhm.
Awesome.
Okay. So I want you, Ashra, to answer the
Mhm.
question. Same question, please.
For me, it was a part when she was just saying about self-doubt, how to win it, and mentioning about their how to behave during the interview. It was kind of reminded my situation because I'm struggling almost now 2 years, just failing the all interviews, job interviews. I think it's because of I have a self-doubt. I'm not confident, and that part I kind of said, oh, I need to work on it, on my self-doubt, so to improve my confidence. So I was just thinking about that whole video when I was watching it till the end.
Mhm.
That part I like it.
But
Very
it's
good.
okay. It's okay. You
Thank
should
you.
never feel rejected because you failed one exam. Just keep trying and go forward. You will get what you want one day. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Then it's your turn, Isra.
Yes. I think the main point of the video is the crushing of our goals, and we should cultivate and we should overcome our self-doubt. So I think the main point is this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Daria, since you are the one who asked the question, you are not going to answer it.
And I can answer as well.
okay. So,
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
okay.
But firstly, I'd like to point out that this video was more clear than the previous one for me because the pronunciation was, a bit slower and more clear. So I really like this video for the speech.
So
And also, yeah,
I
Priscilla,
just
you
wanted to
said
say
something?
I just wanted to say something about that. I don't think that her speech speed had changed. It's just that you are now getting accustomed to her voice.
Probably, right.
That's true.
And that's what it is. So the more you listen to me or anyone else, and I asked her since I'm speaking, I want you to consider following Lakeisha or following Keisha. She's got great ideas, especially for women.
Yeah, so I understand better, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, whenever I keep listening. So
Mhm.
as a person, I like revolutionary things. So I don't usually fear of failure. And in this video, it also reminded me that we should keep trying. Uh, so this was a good point for me.
All right, great. Hasbian, what questions can you answer for
Okay.
Natalia? What did you get from the video?
Okay. Well, personally, I really appreciated the beginning of the video, especially when Keisha was describing her feelings when she first posted her first video on YouTube. That was the best part for me. I felt she was honest, and it encouraged me to watch the rest of the video. And then what I liked most was when she was encouraging people not to fear, not to freak out when they feel that they have that self-doubt that shows up from time to time. And she said that it appears automatically when we experience something new. And that's it. That was the best part for me.
Mm. And I want to just say that for me, I enjoyed all of it. I am a follower of Keisha. I'd like to ask and invite each of you to subscribe to her so that when she goes live, if possible, you can watch and interact with her live. But what I especially liked was her vulnerability when she said, who would have thought I should be making a video? And that's what I want to encourage each of you. And I'll talk more about this, if not today, another day, that we all are going to start videotaping, and we'll do it in a safe space, in a private group that only members of this community will get to watch and critique. And you can see how much you're growing from day to day to day. Thank you.
Okay. Then we will move to you, Isra. What was your question, please?
And what is your question? What is your question? Well, what was your question is okay, but since we are in the moment asking, it is what is your question?
About video?
Yes, about the video.
And Hasbian, you might want to just remind them that you're asking everyone the same question so we don't get a repeat of what am I supposed to be doing? Everyone is doing the same thing.
Okay. My question is, how can you summarize this video in a sentence?
So
that's a challenge.
Let me do it. Let me do it first, Hasbian, only because I don't want to spend too much time. When you watch a video that is 10 minutes, 50 minutes, or whatever, for the amount of time that it takes you to watch the video, 10 minutes of video you should be able to sum it up in 1 minute or less. And I'm going to summarize the video. This by telling one thing that was important to me. To summarize this video, I would say step out of your fear and do what you fear the most to accomplish that thing that you want to do. As an example, if you want to become fluent in English, every opportunity you get to speak in English, do so. That's a summary.
Well said, Doctor.
Thank you.
I have one point.
Always. Do you have something to say?
Yeah, I have one point which is not clear for me. And they say, and that point is tip number 3. You can still be brave with self-doubt.
Okay. Do you want me to explain it for you, or let someone else explain it for you?
Is that his question when it's his turn? Is that your question when it's your turn? Because right now it's Ezra's turn.
No. No. That is not his question. He just wanted to understand what's the meaning of the third tip.
Yeah.
Well, who mentioned the third tip? Has anyone mentioned the third tip? Has anyone mentioned the third tip yet? No.
No.
So that could be his question.
Okay. We will answer it as soon as you say your question, always. Okay?
So now we're working with Ezra's summarizing
the
video.
And host, can you answer this?
Okay, I will try to sum it up using
after Always has summarized it, and after Ezra has summarized it, we'll summarize it. Everyone is going to try to answer everyone's question. Haas is going to answer it last. I answered first because it was a difficult question, a challenging question.
Yes.
Hasbian?
Okay, then I will try to sum it up my way using an expression that
Hasbian, you haven't asked Astra to summarize it yet. You have not asked Always to summarize it yet. You will summarize
it. Okay.
or Dahlia.
Okay, I got you.
Everyone
We'll start
answers.
with you, Dahlia.
And if everyone doesn't have an answer, they can say, I pass.
All right.
Okay, we'll start with you, Daria. Then
All
Uwais,
right.
and then Ashra at the end.
Okay. So I'd like to sum up with what I got from the video. So I figure out that keep moving forward, believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and do not care what discouraging things people talk about. Just feel strong and know it worth trying. Yeah, this is my summary.
Thank you.
Okay.
So mine was kind of summarizing is how to overcome our fears and self-doubt to reach our goals. So that part I like it in that video. So I was just focusing on the how could I say to move forward, even though I have kind of fears or self-doubt, just to overcome all of it.
Okay, thank you.
Your turn, Uwais.
I think self-doubt is not a weakness, it's an opportunity to go forward. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bien.
Okay, well, what I want to say is the what I pointed out from the video. Well, I just tried to sum it up using an expression that I got from the video itself, which was if you want the island, if you want to take the island, just burn the boat. Well, I will say if you feel disabled because of the self-doubt, forget about your self-doubt, because if you want to get the island, you will have to burn the boat. First, I will ask you about the meaning of this expression. Does anyone of you know the meaning?
Bien. After we've gone all the way around, now
challenge.
Now,
sorry.
Now we only want your point of view at the end of everything. As a moderator, if you watch and listen to me, I only explain something if I think someone has difficulty understanding, and it is because they've asked me. I just want to teach you how to do this because when we start going into different areas, we will be responsible for moderating a group, and I want you to see how to moderate the group.
Okay, then I want to ask you to if you understood it or not, unless you ask me.
Yeah, I did understand what you said, and I will make some comments about what you said as well as what everyone else has said too. But yes, I did understand. It says if you want to take over, if you want to own something, if you'd like for an island, if you want to own the island, burn the ship, which means that in order to get to the island, an island is on water, you had to go on the island by boat. If you want to conquer the island, burn the boat. Because if you burn the boat, there's no way you can get off of the island. So you will either survive or die.
No other options.
I'm sorry?
Nothing else is
I'm
an
saying
option.
no other options.
Exactly.
Always.
Okay, now let's go on to the next person with the question.
It's you, Always. Can we hear your question, please? What is your question?
My question is, I cannot understand the tip number 3, which is you can still be brave with self-doubt. How it can possible?
Okay.
If you have the self-doubt and you are brave.
Okay. Did you all get it?
I did not understand this meaning.
If they don't get it, they can pass. You can call on them and they can pass if they don't know.
Isra? Do you have an idea?
I don't understand. I can't hear well.
Okay, then you, Daria.
So Uwais wanted to say you can still be brave with your self-doubt, and he's confused, right? So he wants
yes,
he
wants to understand it.
Okay. So what I understand from that expression, even if we have weaknesses, it doesn't mean we fail. sometimes we get opportunity to learn from our mistakes. So it makes us brave. So we make mistake in order to, you know, how can I move forward? And so that's a challenge.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Okay.
And I have an idea
Okay, go ahead.
about this. I think having self-doubt is comes from the self-confidence, lacking of the self-confidence. So if you can have some, of course, mistakes or fears, something else, so you can keep moving and try to find your way. I think.
Okay. Okay. Ashra?
So I think it is kind of not to step backward, to step forward, to make kind of, even though that, so I think kind of, it's to be the brave, it means kind of not to lose the confidence. And somehow I kind of joined to the opinion of Ezra. So, and I think it's kind of moving forward, and how can I say, to improve the self-confidence. If the person is kind of self-doubt and saying, oh, I cannot do it, so it's kind of he's not bravely looking at the challenges, so it will be kind of going backwards. So that's why I think bravely kind of moving forward. I understood like that.
Okay. It's my turn now.
My turn.
Okay, teacher, go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I understood about self-doubt as being brave. I'd like to give an example. Most of you, well, all of you speak English very well. But if there's one person that will join us maybe in the future and they just can't speak anything, they can't even say that the word brave means courage. They just hear the word. They have no idea what the word means. They're just hearing something like a baby. It's a sound. But because they came to class, they were brave enough to, like, I want to learn this. So even though they had doubt, I don't know if I can learn how to speak like an Algerian, but I'm going to try. I'm doubting myself, but I'm going to be brave enough to step forward and see. Even if someone laughs at me, I'm going to be brave. I'm doubting that I'm going to learn. And what actually happens perhaps is over time with practice, I become successful. That is what I understood about that point. Hasian?
Okay. Okay. Well, what I understood from the third tip is despite the fear that can be caused by self-doubt, you can be brave by transforming that fear to a power instead. Just keep staying tuned in to your values and principles, and you will get what you want at the end. It's not the end of the world if you fail one time, two times. What you should learn is to try again and again in order to get your dream. Okay.
Good.
Is it clear for you, always?
Yes.
It was very inspiring speech of Yasmin. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Okay, then I'll ask Ashra maybe.
Okay.
What's your question, Ashra?
I ask my question.
Not Isra, Ashra.
Astra. So my question is
Asra
kind
and
of,
Isra. We have Isra and Asra.
So my question is kind of also concerning this video and also my personal kind of my personality, I mean. So how can we overcome our self-doubt not to procrastinate the activities to reach our goals?
Can you repeat it, please?
How can we overcome our self-doubt not to procrastinate the activities to reach our goals?
Um, okay. I won't give
Do
you
more
time to
practice.
think about the answer, but I
No,
will ask you.
you can ask in the past. You can ask if they don't know, because we don't have time to wait. If the person that you call
Okay.
us,
I think
Always wants to
more
say
practice.
something.
I think do more practice and practice. You will the self-doubt will become decrease in your.
Okay. Isra, or maybe Daria, do you have something to say?
Yes. I think the important thing is to have a great aim first. If we have a great, aim or goal, so it propels us to do more, and then we need determination to attain our goal. Well, it is all depends on, I think, our intrinsic motivation. So we should believe in ourselves first in order to move forward.
Okay.
very good.
Okay, Isra.
The main point is the motivation, I think, to keep going and to reach the goals. I think the best thing our internal motivations also. So we can make us or tell us you are going forward, you are going best, you are going better. So these maybe keeps our in game. That's all.
Awesome.
Okay. Teacher.
So for me, I think the best way to eliminate procrastination, which promotes self-doubt, is to create a plan. For example, most of you now have been here 2 times or more, and you are motivated to participate. Now, to avoid the procrastination, be sure that you read the invitation that I sent and to be aware of the time. Then give yourself something to do and hold yourself responsible for it, instead of my giving you a word to remember or my giving you a question to ask in class. Take responsibility for your own learning, then be able to measure how much you have achieved and gained. I'll use Hosbien as an example because he's been with me almost from day one, and I think yesterday was the first day that he has missed class. Is that he intentionally uses words from previous lessons, and I hear those words and I hear those phrases that lets me know that he's growing. Not that he didn't know these words and phrases before, but he didn't use them. And that will eliminate some of the procrastination when you have something to look forward to, not like, oh, I'm going to go to class, but I don't know what we're going to do. So here is what I'm going to assign you, and I'll send it to you in the next invite. I want you to be able to clearly answer 4 questions. When I say take a moment to introduce yourself, I want you to tell me only 4 things. My name is Dr. Priscilla. I live in the United States. Right now, I'm living with my son in the state of Alabama, and I love teaching online. It doesn't matter what 4 things you tell me, but I want them to be really clear. You can say, my name is Hasbian, I'm X number of years of age, I work for blah, 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 and I have whatever. Or I'm Dahlia, I'm a teacher, I teach secondary school. What I want you to be able to do is eliminate the and everyone typically gets the same question. So to ask, what did you say? Or what am I supposed to do? It makes me wonder if you're actually listening. Okay. So I was answering for you how you can overcome procrastination, and that is having something pre-planned, and we are looking forward to you being here. We need you. All of us need each other to help us grow and to understand the video that we watched. If you all have a video that you'd like to recommend that I ask us to watch, as long as it's not too long, because I won't watch a long video. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cosby.
Okay, I'll answer your question, Ashra. Well, I think the best way to overcome the self-doubt is to calm down and not to freak out. To bear in mind that the self-doubt shows up automatically when we experience new things, when we are in front of a lot of people, for example, or when we are exposing something new to people. Create a kind of self-confidence to overcome the doubt. If you don't overcome it, it will overcome you. So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, well, this was great. Now we can just open it up for just free conversation. We don't have to call on anyone, but let the conversation continue to go. And I'll just start by saying I really appreciate and value you guys showing up, looking at the video, and making valuable contributions by voice in today's lesson. I know that it has been a challenge, but I want to point out that all of you are doing wonderfully well, even if you are a little reserved. Especially I hear Asha saying that when she interviews that maybe, I don't know, the right words don't come. Well, the right words will not appear until you start using the right words just in conversation. Okay? All of this is new to me too. I'm so excited about my little thing up here. When I did it first, I'm like, it doesn't work. I kept working at it and I kept working at it, and voila, success at last. Okay.
Okay. I really liked all your answers, guys. I just want you to okay, maybe to tell us about your takeaway, Doctor.
Okay, my takeaway from today is that the students, every one of you did as I asked. You watched the video, you had your questions ready, and it made the class very interesting. And I value and appreciate each of you for that. That was my take.
Thank you, Daria.
My takeaway was about self-doubt and the ideas from the group. And also, as Priscilla said, so 4 sentences at the beginning of the lesson to introduce ourselves. Yeah, these ones. And freak out from you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Always. Your takeaway?
Today, my takeaway is to know about the self-doubt and how
Try
to
to make it
overcome.
short, no more than 15 seconds.
Okay, how to overcome the self-doubt in yourself, in myself.
Okay. Okay. Then you, Ashra.
I realized that.
I have problem pronouncing your name. Isra, you, Isra. I mean you.
Okay,
in Turkish, it is called Esra. Esra. And
yeah.
the other one, girl from Kyrgyzstan, Asra.
Okay,
Asra
then
and
it's you.
Esra.
Isra with S. Isra.
Me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I realized that I have really motivated for this class, and my takeaway from today, I am going to overcome my self-doubt, I think.
Great. And you, Ashra, what is your takeaway from today's lesson?
From this class is to eliminate kind of my speech, so to stress out these key points, and also overcome my fear and self-doubt.
Okay.
And
Thank
also
you.
there, can I say something? So also the friendly atmosphere of my kind of how can I say, my group mates, online group mates from different countries.
Personally, I just want to thank you for being here today, and to thank all of you guys for participating, for taking the challenge, and for all the answers that you gave. I just want to give as a takeaway for today's lesson, the idiom that was said in the video. You know, doctor, I'm very into idioms. I like to use them a lot, which was, if you want to take the island, go ahead, burn the boat, forget about your self-doubt. You will achieve what you want one day or another.
Okay,
Okay.
Great.
awesome.